Okay, I think. So we're going to do a Vinyasa-Less vinyasa. What does that mean? There's no planks, there's no chaturangas, and there's only one down dog. Everybody's going, okay. So if you've never done one like this, go with it, embrace it. This is a good one to have in your pocket when wrists or shoulders are bugging you and you still want to flop. All right, that's all my PSAs. So we're going to start in child's pose. Actually, we're going to start exactly where she is. She's like, what? So child's pose, you can stay traditional child's pose with the arms forward if you prefer, or let them be down by your sides, palms by the feet facing up, and just let the shoulders round forward. Whichever version you prefer, start to settle in, find that breath. Breath, bring the arms forward if they're back. Still being in that child's pose, begin to walk your hands over to the right. Stacking palms or leaving them separate, lengthening back through that hip. Coming back through center, begin to make your way over to the other side. Begin to make your way back into center. One last breath here. Slowly coming up to table just to transition. Moving the feet to the seat, feet to the seat, feet to the side, and have a seat. Speak it in. Take a big breath, bring the arms up. As you exhale, side bend to the right, releasing the right hand down, lengthening through those left fingers. Taking a press and roll, sit bones still into the mat. Nice inhale, come to center. And take it to the other side. Remember, you can adjust that supporting hand wherever you need it. Inhale to center. This time we twist to the right, right hand behind, left hand to knee. Feel that length in the spine, soft rotation. Coming back to center, and twist it left. Inhale back to center, and as you exhale, just fold forward. Begin to roll up the spine, sitting back up tall. Switch the crossing of your feet. Bring the arms out to the T. We're going to do our T rotation cat-cows. As you roll the thumbs forward, the palms back, drop the chin, round it forward. And then begin to rotate, open, chest opens to the sky, maybe look up. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, open it up. A few more times, you choose your breath, maybe see which difference feels better. Last full rotation, forward and back. Inhale the arms up and fold forward on the exhale. Roll up the spine to sit tall. We're going to come around to table once again, just as our transitions. You can sweep the feet, or you can give yourself a little pop up and over the ankles. From here, we're actually going to step forward into Malasana. This is going to look kind of funny, but just go with it. You're going to step your right foot up outside your right hand. You can come up onto your fingertips or use your blocks under your hands if you need some more room. And then step your left foot outside the left hand. Dropping hips, lifting chest. Sway a little bit side to side if it feels good. And Malasana right off the bat, that'll wake you up. Next breath, release the fingers, and on your exhale, slowly straighten the legs and fold forward. Inhale to flat back, begin to heel toe the feet in hip distance and parallel. And we'll sink into ragdoll. So keeping the fingers on the earth or grabbing opposite elbows. You can add that soft sway if you like. Release the fingers down. Nice and slow, roll up the spine, one vertebra at a time. Reaching tall when you get there. And hands. Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, T-twist to the right. Come back to center. Twist to the left. Arriving back in center. Fold forward. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way back up. Hands to heart. One more of those. Inhale. Twist right. Back to center. Twist left. Back to center. Fold forward. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart. Peeking at your feet, make sure you're about hip distance and parallel. Take that breath in. Chair pose on your exhale. Have a seat, Utkatasana. Pausing here for a few breaths. All your little tricks to line up. Weight in the heels, you can wiggle the toes to check. If you peek down, you can still see your toes. If you can't, shift the weight back a little bit. Long arms, relax shoulder, and a smile because we like it. One more breath in. On your exhale, rise tall, pause. Shift the weight into the right foot. Begin to lift the left knee up as high as you can without your hands. You got it. We're going to come into warrior three. Hands can come to heart or stay where they are. Begin to hinge at the hip. Lengthen that left leg back. Warrior three. If you need that toe to touch the earth for balance, do it. One more breath. We're going to land in crescent. Gently release the back toe and then lift the chest. Crescent lunge. Adjust as you arrive. Ball the back foot. Front knee bending as close to 90 as you can. If you're really wobbly, remember you can step that back foot wider, give yourself more support. Together, take a breath in. As you exhale, sweep the arms back, hover over that front thigh. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. One more of these. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sweep. Inhale, rise. And on the exhale, T-twist. And turning to that front knee. Strengthen the core, strengthen the legs. Breath flowing in and out the nose. We're going to keep this twist. We're going to come down to hand down twist. So as you inhale, shift your weight forward. Hand begins to lower. Comes down to the earth or a block. Right arm still lifted. Take one more breath. Right hand circles down to the mat. Release the back heel. Open the left arm, side and you can also come up to that thigh if the floor is really far away today. And that's why we have the blocks today. They are your friends. Keep breathing where you are. Extended side angle, top arm to the front of the room, bicep by the ear. Make sure the chest is facing forward. I know I brought you into weird directions. Strong arms, strong core. Next breath, rise up, warrior two. Front knee still bending, weight even in both feet. Bring the hands to heart. Straighten the front leg. Turn all 10 toes to face forward. And then heels in, toes out. We're going to take the hands behind the back today. Your choice. You can bring fists together. If you have reverse prayer, you can come into reverse prayer. Either way, roll the shoulders back. Think of opening the collarbones. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to bend the knees, slide down the wall. From here, take another breath. As you exhale, begin to fold forward just to a flat back. Keep the knees bent. Things are working. Feeling the glutes, feeling the inner thighs, pressing those hands together. One more breath. Begin to lift the chest. Release the arms. Inhale, arms come up. Hold that goddess, hold it. Inhale, straighten the legs. Front toes back to the front of the room. Slide back into that warrior two. You got it. Flip the front palm. Straighten the front leg. Archer. Take it back. Gaze where it feels best on your neck. Lengthen through those fingers, but don't shrug the shoulder. Keep the legs straight. Come back to center. Triangle to finish. Hinge and slide down that wall. Again, good place for the block. Long, strong legs. Open chest. Breathing, always breathing. Shannon, shift your hand to the outside of your foot. Try that variation. Yeah, there she is. When you start to get over flexing, we have to give you some challenges. Here for one more breath. Begin to bend into the front knee. Circle the top arm down. Roll onto the ball of the back foot, runner's lunge. Take your breath in here. Step forward and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way back up. Hands to heart. Inhale. Chair pose. It's back. We're going to do all of that on the other side so we match. Can you sink a little lower in the chair? Remember, the answer can always be no. Taking that breath. Begin to rise all the way up and pause. Weight shifts into the left, begin to lift the right. Remember, as high as you can without your hands. We're just making your abs join the party. If it's one of those days and you need to put a hand on that knee, do it. Hands stay where they are, come to heart, begin to hinge and take flight, warrior 3. Slowly extending that leg back. With all balance, the slower you go, the better control you have. Picture your landing point, crescent pose. Bend into the supporting knee, lower the back toe, lift the chest. Nice weight still in that front heel. You could lift those toes if you needed to. Breath in. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sweep. One more of these, rise and sweep. Come back to crescent. Open to that T-twist. You got it. Keeping what you have, begin to shift forward. Hand begins to lower to the mat with a block. Hand down, twist. You adjust the foot as you need. One more breath. Top arm circles down. Back heel releases. Lift up. Side angle. Keep that hand on the earth or rise up to the thigh. Front knee is bent. Yes. Today you might want to set that back foot back a little bit. You got long legs. Yeah, there you go. I don't have that problem. Extended side angle, top arm to the front of the room, bicep by the ear. If you're on that thigh, make sure you're not sinking into the shoulder. There's space between the ear and the shoulder. One more breath. Rise back up, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Turn all 10 toes to face forward. Keeping them parallel this time. Coming to a little standing camel. Release the hands to the small of the back. Fingers can face up or down, your preference. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the elbows in. Heavy tailbone, little tuck in the chin. Begin to arch it back. If you like to release the head, keep control. Don't just chuck it back. If you're like me and that tends to make you a little dizzy, keep the neutral in the neck. Try not to shoot the knees or the pelvis forward. Find that arch in the spine. And whatever you do, don't stop breathing. You ever notice you hold your breath in the weirdest places? One more breath. With control, rise back up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And forward fold all the way down this time on the exhale. Hands can rest in front. You can reach out for the outsides of the ankles or the feet. Or if it's an overflow flexi day, you can reach behind you, palms flat on the mat. You shouldn't feel like you're about to do a split here, though. Ever see that person who goes just a tad too far? Don't be that person. Trying to make you breathe, because some of you look like you're holding it hard. There you go. Beautiful. Next breath, hands come back to the front. Inhale, flat back. As you exhale, begin to walk back to the front toe, but you're going to keep the angle of the back foot. So you're in warrior feet facing the front of the mat. On your breath, circle and open back to warrior two. Flip the front palm, straighten the front leg. Archer, reach it back, find the length, heel to fingers. Legs stay straight. Next breath, chest lifts. Triangle, hinge, and slide. You're rolling that top shoulder back and down. Even pressure both feet. Leg as straight as you can without locking it out. One more full breath. Begin to bend into the front knee, circle the top arm down to the earth, roll on the ball of the back foot, your runner's lunge. Take a breath there. Step forward and fold. Flat back. Fold. Rise all the way up. Hands up. Taking out the vinyasas, we're going to add a little more balance. Remember, the bar is always there if you need it. So we're going to come into a series of 3, all on the right foot to start, and then we'll repeat on the left. So a good old-fashioned tree to start. Weight in the right foot. You're going to come up on that left toe, open. Make your choice. Kickstand, calf, or give it a little love. Come all the way to inner thigh. Wherever you are, core is strong. Focus on one place, preferably one that's not moving. Foot into leg, leg into foot, open that knee. When you feel good, add the arms. Remember, if you add the arms, they're active, they're not just hanging out, they're working. Good little trick is to take that pinky and rotate it in. Hands return to heart. Coming to standing pigeon, you're just going to take that foot, cross it over the ankle. Maybe you stay there. Maybe you begin to squat down. Keep the chest lifted. And then some of you want the arm balance, but remember, we're staying off the hands today. You got it. You tap, you tap. From here, we're going to come into eagle. Just begin to slide the leg the rest of the way over, squeezing those knees together. You can wrap the toe behind the calf, go right ahead and do so. Otherwise, just squeeze those inner thighs together. Arms extend out. Eagle wrap, left under right. Can you drop a little lower? Can you lift the elbows a little higher? Can you smile while you work? You got it. One more breath. Unwind, lift up. Release it all. Wiggle, shake your knees. Not going to see if the other legs are a good leg or a worse leg today. Everybody's got good. Remember, bar is there if you need it. Finding that tree first. Shift the weight. Opening the knee. Kickstand. Calf. Inner thigh. Balance first. Add the arms as you like. If tree ever gets easy, and I use quotation marks, remember, challenge the gaze. Walk it up the wall to the ceiling. Maybe the ceiling. If you ever get bored, close your eyes. Yeah, you won't be bored. Beautiful, you guys look fabulous. All right. Next breath, hands to heart. Coming into that standing pigeon. Ankle crosses over knee, but stays open wide. Need that figure four stretch on the floor. Begin to squat down as you like. Really flex that foot, it'll actually help. Core stays strong, think in and up. You're going to shift to eagle. Slide the knees over each other. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Wrap it if you can. And arms extend. Right under left or just opposite if you did the difference. Sink a little lower. Lift the elbows a little higher. Don't forget to breathe. You got it. You may feel your ankle wobbling. That's good. That's those stabilizers working. We want that. One more full breath. Unwind and lift. Release it down. Nice work. Keep a little shake. Good news is that's in the balance. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Flat back. You're going to plant the hands, put a little bend in the knees, step the left foot back and release the heel. On the inhale, rise up to warrior one. Release the hands to the hip. So we're going to come into pyramid. So you're going to straighten the front leg. You're going to take the back foot. You're going to step it up about a third of the way. Square your hips and shoulders to the front. Lift the chest, take a breath in. Keeping your hands on your hips. Begin to hinge forward to that flat back. So again, think of pressing into that front heel. Outer edge of the back foot. Really feel that hamstring. You can stay here, or on your next exhale, release the hands and melt yourself down as far as you go. Again, another great place for blocks beneath the hands. Or your blocks have multiple heights if you want to use them. Focusing in on that front hamstring. One more breath. Put a little bend in that front knee. Bring your fingers down to the mat or the blocks. We're just going to take a little standing split. So just shift the weight into the front foot. Begin to lift the back leg up. Not a lot of weight in your hands. You could lift them if you wanted to. Maybe play with it. One more breath. Forward fold. Release the feet to meet at the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step the right foot back, release the heels. Inhale, find warrior one. Straighten the front leg, release the hands to the hip. Step that back foot in about a third of the way. Square hips and shoulders forward. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, begin to hinge forward just to the flat back. You got it. You can stay here. You can move hands to support on the thigh, or on that exhale, melt yourself down. Blocks, no blocks, lower. Finding that yummy pyramid pose. If those hamstrings are tight, remember, don't force it. Set that back foot forward a little bit, maybe. See if that helps. One more full breath. Shift the weight into the front leg, bend the knee a little bit, fingers to the mat. Standing split, shift the weight, lift the back leg. Again, it's light in the hands, barely any weight. You can pick them up if you needed to. One more breath. Forward fold, feet meet at the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Only time I'm going to say the words today. Inhale, flat back. Gently bend the knees, plant your hands on the ground, and step to your down dog. Feels weird to only do one, right? You need a little pedal, a little wiggle. Go right ahead. And then softly release the knees to the mat, coming to table. Sweep the feet to the side and come to sit. A little forward, and then have a stretch. So make sure you have space behind you on your mat. You're going to come into good old-fashioned boat. Light support on the backs of the thighs. Start to walk the feet in so you find your balance. Begin to lift the shins up. Keep that light support or extend the arms. Remember, chest is lifted. Think that's straight, lifting you up. You ever start to sing row, row, row your boat? That's me. Yes, I'm trying to make you not think about the fact that we're hanging out. This is so serious. Oh wait, it's your Tuesday, it's my Friday. All right, from here, we're gonna come down to low boat. With control, begin to extend the legs, lower down so just your tailbone is touching. From here, take the right leg, bring it up into the air. Take both hands to the outside of the right leg. So you're a little twisted scissor. Stay strong in the core, low back firm in the mat. Left leg lifts and lower. Lift and lower. Two more, lift and lower. Last one, lift and lower. Both legs up. Come back to center. Other side, release and twist. Ready, here we go. Lift and lower. Try to stay curled up. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Both legs up. Come back to center. Reach for your toes. Bend the knees. Release the head. Sneaky core work is fun. All right, from here, you can either roll to your side if you're toasted, or we're going to take a little rock and come all the way up to sit. You can rock a couple times if you like. Uh-oh, I broke a couple. The good news is now we're going to go to the stretch. So I'm going to ask everybody to turn and face the right side of your mat. You're going to bring your right shin forward and your left shin back, coming into deer pose. There's a reason we're sideways. Okay, there. So remember your deer, 90-90, hip to knee, knee to ankle, or as close as you can get. You want to be able to be square. So if you feel yourself like sideways, shift those hips until you can be up and down. Fingers frame the front shin. Take that breath in. Begin to walk the hands out, fold over that front shin, just like pigeon pose. Which deer basically is pigeon's cousin. We're working that hip. We're just taking that back leg out of the equation. If that back hip flexor is tight, you might feel a stretch there. It's a nice little 2-foot. One more breath. Begin to lift the chest. We're going to come into a supported side bend. I think I should get everybody's blocks close enough. Go ahead and grab your block. You're going to bring it to your right side. You're going to place it so it supports the length of your side. You can have it flat or long edge up, depending how deep you want to go. Start to come down on the right forearm, placing that block so it supports your side. It's going to be a little different depending on the length of your torso. So it takes a little bit of wiggle. And then your choice. You can support the head, extend the top arm, let it drape over. If you want more of a bend, release both arms, let your head rest on your bicep. One more full breath. Come all the way up, nice and easy. If we were in game, we'd stay there for like 4 minutes. Not today. Simply switching to the other side. So just let those legs switch. You're still facing the side, so when you side bend, you're on your mat, not the floor. Frame that front shin, take a breath, find the length. Begin to walk it out, lower down, deer pose, forward fold. Sometimes it's a nice change to come to deer instead of pigeon. It allows you to focus into that front hip a little bit more. Instead of worrying about, are my hips square, is it dropping, where's my knee? My daughter likes to call them brain legs. Last full breath. Begin to rise. And come into that supported side bend. So blocks on the left-hand side. Begin to come down to the forearm, adjusting the block. So that side of the body supported. And then supporting the head or lengthening the arms. Sweep the top arm overhead. You can control the intensity in that top hip flexor by shifting the knee forward or back. For those of you trying to get a little more, just make sure you don't go so far back that you roll. One more breath. Release the top arms, slowly begin to come up. Turn again to face the front of the mat. Keep that block within arm's distance. And go ahead and recline all the way down. We're going to use a supported bridge, but we're going to do a little bit more for the hip and the hip flexor. So don't go too high on your block. So go ahead and bend your knees, place your feet on the mat, grab your block. Press into your feet, lift your hips, and slide your block right beneath the tailbone, either flat or long edge up. When you come down, you want that full support across the pelvis. You should feel nice and stable. Once the block is where you like it, bring the right knee into the chest and give it a little squeeze. Relaxing the upper body here, the left leg can stay as it is, or you can start to slide it out long. Staying as you are. Take your left hand to your left hip and just place a little pressure on the top of it. And then let that right knee open wide. Keep that left hip down, don't let it roll. That's why the hand's there to remind you. Bring the knee back to center. Rebend the left leg, place the foot flat. And then straighten that right leg to the sky, a little tap into the hamstring. You can grab on, give it a gentle pull behind the thigh, behind the calf. Bend the knee in. Place the foot flat. Bring the left knee into the chest, give it that squeeze. Stretching out the right leg as far as you like. And it doesn't have to be fully straight, it can be anywhere in between. Placing the right hand on top of the right hip just to remind. And then let that knee open wide. It doesn't have to go far. We're not looking to roll here. We're just opening into that hip joint. You might feel your inner thigh get a nice little stretch. Bring the knee back to center. Rebend the right foot flat on the earth. Straighten that leg, find the hamstring. Now that you rebend the leg so you don't roll off the wall. I know some of you are bending. Rebend the knee. This time bring both knees up into the chest. Extend both legs to the sky. Just a little inversion. It's known as waterfall. Basically legs up the wall in the middle of the room. Feel free to point and flex the feet a few times if it feels good. Bending the knees in. Softly lower them to the floor. If you'd like to make any adjustments on your block for supported bridge, lift the hips, make your adjustments and settle back down. And then your choice, knees stay bent or extend them out for a long line. Like to stay as you are for your Shavasana, you are more than welcome. Otherwise, bending the knees, lift the hips to remove your block. Softly coming back down. And lengthening yourself out into your favorite Shavasana. Teach me what I cannot learn alone. Let us share what we know and what we cannot fathom. Speak to me of mysteries, and let us never lie to one another. May our fierce and tender longing fuel the fire in our souls. When we stand side by side, let us dare to focus our desire on the truth. May we be reminders, each for the other, that the path of transformation passes through the flames. To take one step is courageous. To stay on the path day after day, choosing the unknown and facing yet another fear, that is nothing short of grace. Begin to deepen your breath. A little wiggle to fingers and toes. Lengthening the arms overhead for a final stretch. Gently rolling to your side, begin to make your way up to your easy seat. Hands on knees or hands apart. Take a deep breath in. Release. Little bit deeper. Release. Take your deepest breath, completely fill and hold. And let it all go. Thank you so much for trying something new today. Have a great week. And until next time, namaste.